This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. The road trip for the Rockets ends here as they leave for Houston right after the game.
This is one of those games you have circled on the calendar as soon as the schedule is released. It's one of the best rivalries the NBA has to offer. And Clark, I know you and I just get excited when we get these matchups ourselves.
No doubt about it, Steve, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them, and we love that.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter, and it's Terry in at the point. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
And the jam by Harden.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about. Poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at that three-point shot.
Terry gets to Ariza. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ariza's got his first points in this one.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Lillard the pass to Aldridge. The 11-footer. And that one goes long.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Lillard attacking. Matthews dishes to Lillard. Pass to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. Another shot. Howard with the steal. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And it's Houston with another. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And they were really out-rebounded in that game. Put them at a huge disadvantage.
Well, you get clobbered on the glass, it's always going to put you at a disadvantage, Steve. I mean, they needed to do a much better job of establishing position inside and then going after the ball. You can't just box out and have position. Go get the orange.
Batum attacking. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Here's Lopez. The dish to Aldridge. Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Rockets leading by 5.
And the Rockets showed great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard. You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry, but make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. I think exciting times are certainly in store in Houston.
And the Trailblazers, another three.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Boy, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. Lopez kicks to Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Terry. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Houston on top. They lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. And it's Terry in at the 1.
One thing that Damian Lillard has made abundantly clear in his first few seasons in the league is that he is a force when the game is in its late stages. Just steps things up in a big way every fourth quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, with James Harden as one of the league's top scorers, it's easy to forget about his playmaking ability. As Kevin McHale has said, he sees stuff you have to be a very, very gifted player to see. He makes plays where you go, wow, that was a heck of a pass. Guys, because he's so aggressive attacking off the dribble, he creates a lot of opportunities for others.
That's what the Rockets love, Doris. Attack basketball. Thank you.
It's really rare to see someone Lillard's age be able to be so calm and collected when that fourth quarter rolls around. I think it's a tribute to his level of confidence, and that confidence is mixed with humility, and that's a nice combination that allows him to perform well late in games.
It's Harden with the drive. Drops one in from the wing. Harden's got 13 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And Harden comes to help. And Batum kicks to Lillard. Dishes to Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Let's take a look at Wesley Matthews, some stats for him. How the second half is shaped up for him. He's getting around 12 points a game. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, when things get bogged down or clogged up inside, he can step in and open things up with his shot.
Chris Kaman is checked in for Lopez. And a change for the Rockets. Beverly's checked in. Well, you look at the way he approaches the game, the way Lillard can take over as a playmaker, and he has all the ingredients really to dominate the fourth quarter.
It's a big reason why he led the Blazers back in so many games last year and even exploded for 25 points in one fourth quarter. So, you know, that game still sticks out to me as one of the most dominating performances I've seen, and it just showed how talented this kid is.
Batum attacking. Rejected by Howard. They retain possession. Lillard misses.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Matthews, no one around him. Can't throw it down with one hand. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up.
Chris Kaman, always known as an ambidextrous scorer in the low block, has also now developed a deadly stroke from mid-range. That's a rare combo for a 7-footer.
The free throw drops for Lillard. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Howard. Monte Eunice comes in for Jones. Smith checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Brewer in for James Harden.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Matthews into the lane. And here's the fast break. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Damian Lillard. And one of the trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score in addition to distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. 4th, Damian Lillard.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. Some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard.
The first free throw is good. The Rockets making a switch here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, and that's really important. You've got to continue to attack.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rocket 6. A shot by Harden, wide open. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Rockets lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Lillard has been playing really well. He has 18 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Robin Lopez out there with Batum. And it's Aldridge in at the 5. Now here's Lillard following the miss by Jason Terry. That's a 2 from Matthews. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston. Ariza comes in for Smith. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
See some of the numbers here on LaMarcus Aldridge. Night in.